My name is Ian Hollywood. I'm Engineer Superintendent for TT Line. We are about to commence a dry docking for Spirit of Tasmania 1 here at Tallis Dockyard in Garden Island in Sydney. The process today sees the ship arrive into Sydney and is placed in position in the dock. When the ship is in position, there's a very large gate that is moved to the entrance to the dock to seal the dock off from the rest of Sydney Harbour. This gate is called a caisson. The caisson is filled with water and sits down in a wedge, which effectively makes a watertight seal between Sydney Harbour and the dock. And at the moment the water is being pumped out, and in a few hours' time we will be sitting down on dry land on the blocks in the bottom of the dock. We will no longer be afloat, and from that point on we are then able to start the inspection and repair work. There is 280,000 tonnes of water, and all of that water is pumped out to make this dock dry. There is a very critical point when the ship ceases from being afloat, and at that point we describe this as taking the blocks. At that point the ship is no longer floating but resting on solid ground, these blocks at the bottom of the dock. The ship needs to be pretty well horizontal, pretty well on an even keel, not down at one end, so that she sits almost at the same time underwater hull shape of the ship. If the ship was, for example, 1 meter off the center line, there is a real danger that the ship could topple over. We do get a slime build-up, so we wash that slime off. We can be guaranteed that we will get a reduction in fuel consumption simply by that cleaning operation. So we're looking at propeller blades, we're looking at rudders, we're looking at all of the underwater ship-side valves, we're looking at our cathodic protection system. We are lowering our anchors and cables onto the dock floor. We're going to have a look at the brakes of the ship, if you like. We're also doing lots of work in the passenger area. We're doing some new carpeting, some retiling. We're putting in some new equipment inside. Repairs to bow doors and to stern doors, to the cargo work, to the main propulsion engines, diesel generator engines. So really, there are most items throughout the ship are getting some attention at this time. One of the major benefits of dry docking a ship and carrying out the work that we routinely do in the dry dock is that we end up consuming less litres of fuel per nautical mile that we travel. And this results in less exhaust emissions to the atmosphere. The job is a job that takes a lot of planning, but it also is quite practical at the end of the day, and that we see the completion of all this planning work and all this preparation work. We see the ship coming in looking very much in need of a docking, in need of a good coat of paint, and we see it going out looking really, really nice and new again.